Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'm back out here in Glories Garden again today. And today our project is finding a place for our new plants. Let me show it to you. I have two of these pineapples, and I found them in the most odd place at the grocery store. Found them in Publix. They were $19.99. To me, that's not a bad deal on pineapples that's already starting to grow. And from my understanding, they could grow pups. And from pups, you could get more pineapples. So that's what I'm hoping for. I did purchase two of them. I would love to go back and get more. But I'm trying to find a home where I want to put these at in the garden. I know I kind of read up on it a little bit. It said direct sun, but I don't think they understand what kind of sun is going on right now. Because today it's 100 at my location. This is in Georgia, 9B. I'm right next to Florida. It's 40 minutes from Florida. But that's what I'm doing. And I do have a pot to put them in. They can't see you, honey. The camera's too high. Putting on my little handy dandy safety goggles. I don't want nothing else to happen to these eyes. So I'm putting on my safety glasses because I don't have my blue lens glasses on today. But I did go to Walmart and find a bucket. This is, I think, 17 gallons or whatever. I don't think it needs one this big, but this was the cheap. Believe it or not, this was the cheapest pot. This was like $8.98 for a 17-gallon. I do have some trash back there. We didn't burn every single thing, so I'm gonna try to throw some trash in the bottom of this. Well, not trash, but yard debris, leaves and stuff like that, because I am not filling this whole thing up with soil. Do I have the soil to do that? Mm-hmm. But we ain't doing that though, because I know they don't need that much soil. They're not that big. But I don't have any other small pots, and the small pots that they had in the store was like $25 because they had a little decoration on them. I was like, baby, these going outside. The rain gonna splash mud on them. So this is what we got, and I'm gonna fill it halfway with some whatever I could find back there on the burn pile that my husband hadn't burnt the other day. I'm pretty sure some leaves and stuff back there that's, we waiting for it to dry out real good so it'll burn real good. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, even if I have to rake up some leaves from the yard, because we always have leaves falling from these plum trees. Child Kaylani is just doing her own thing. Sometimes she get louder than me. But the first thing I'm gonna do is this has no holes in it. And so I usually just burn my holes in. I do have a drill, but I don't like to drill my holes. I like to burn my holes in. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I have my little whaler here. I have it plugged up, and it's getting warm. So I think I'm going to let it get a little hotter. And it don't take long at all. That's why I like this versus the drill. This doesn't take long at all, and it'll go through any rubber, plastic. It works well. I haven't tried it on any metal. It has different things for you to trade it out, to change the tip. I haven't done any of that. I'm always using it just like this. But I have it over here getting warm. But what I'm going to do is share with you where I'm thinking about putting these buckets so they could have a lot of sun but still some shade. Okay, Lonnie, put that bamboo stick down, baby. Thank you. And we finna go off from the little walkway. I need to come back here and sweep, but we're going this way. I'm just toting the tripod throughout. Now this is where I'm thinking about putting them, at the end of the walk right here. When I come off the patio this way, and put it right here. I'm thinking about moving my aloe plant, taking the aloe and sitting it right here in this corner, sitting it right there, and putting the pineapples right here. Maybe shifting this over some, maybe shifting this flower box over some to right here. That was potato bean, still is potato bean, but I pulled those potatoes the other day. If you watch one of my videos where I harvested a few potatoes that I had. So I'm thinking about just moving this over and putting the pineapples right here. And this will be Pineapple Park, right next to potato bin. So right here, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I want to keep all the garden stuff behind the little white fence. I don't want to come out into the yard any more than what I have, because basically this garden was supposed to just be at the end of this patio. And I done took over the whole patio, and I done came out here down the yard. If y'all seen the videos, y'all know I done about took over everything. But that's what I'm trying to do, keep everything behind the white fence. Y'all, let me show you the ginger shampoo because we're passing by it anyway. Go back. Right here. See, they're starting to bud. See how they look like green pine cones? They're going to be pretty and a fuchsia pinkish red after a while. That's what they're going to look like. Kaylani, go ahead and say hey. Hey. Go ahead and give them a good hello.
Hello.
All right. Now that means she could start trying to run in front of the camera. Okay, watch it. I need to get through. So that's where I'm thinking about putting the pineapples. And I got those pineapples out of Publix today. Today is Friday, August the 1st. And I went in there and saw them here. They had several at my Publix. And it was back where you would go get like the fresh cut flowers, the roses, your balloons and stuff like that. That's where those were. And I just happened upon it. They also had coconut trees. But when I saw that the coconut tree could grow to be 100 feet, I was like, okay, I don't think that's for me. I can't do nothing with that. So right now, I'm getting ready to burn my holes in my bucket. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm finna burn my holes. I'm not going to burn holes straight to the bottom. I kind of like my little holes to be on the side. I may put one at the bottom, but I don't like for the water to just go down to the bottom and be able to come out. I feel like if it's more towards the side, then the water have a chance to be in there for a while, and the plant will have a chance to soak it up. So, and I'm definitely not gonna put these straight to the bottom, because I'm gonna have some yard debris. Any that I can find, I'm gonna put it down here. Anything that I can find that'll break down, put it like that. So I'm just gonna start making my holes on the side, and I'll let you see the first one that I'm making and how easy this is. And see, that's one hole already. Don't take long. And then after I'm through with this, I usually just let it sit and cool off, of course, before I put it back up. And this is what I use to make all of my holes in my containers. And I am going to put one right here in the middle. So that's one. I have two. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. So what I got going on now is that's full of leaves. I'm going to add my dirt. And I'm using Kellogg here. And I'm going to add bone meal. I'm going to show you the stuff that I'm adding in. And we're going to put some bone meal in here when I put the soil in. Some plant tone. And some earthworm casting. But right now, I'm going to finish putting the, because I moved the aloe plant. I moved the aloe plant, and I'm going to get some more bricks to sit up underneath that because I don't want it flat. But I also don't want it high enough where that belly crawler could come and crawl up under it like they was doing the last time. So I want it flat. I don't want nothing to be able to crawl under there and hide. A snake, a frog, a spout, nothing. So I'm going to add some more bricks to that and sit that up on it. Okay, I have both buckets filled with some leaves and yard debris. My husband came out here and helped me scoop some of it up so I could get that part done. I already brought the dirt over here, and I have everything over here that I'm going to be mixing in, except for the pineapple plants themselves. They still over there on the carport. These bags are heavy, so I'm not going to be trying to pick it up right now. So y'all get the gist of what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and fill these up with soil, and I'll get back with you when I got that done. Okay, I have both buckets filled. Now I'm going to add my amendments to it. I'm sorry if I'm too close up on the camera, but I'm trying to get you all where you all could see. So I'm going to start adding my amendments. That's the worm casting. This is some bone meal. I have some soil acidifier. I'm not sure if pineapple take that or not, but when I find out, I'll come back and add it. It won't be too late. And here's some plant tone. And I'm just going to stir these things up in there. And later on, as they're growing, I'll come back and add a little more and have a mixture of some black cow in it as well. But for right now, I'm just adding this. And I'm kind of adding it directly to the middle and stirring it up some. Because this is where I'm going to drop the plant. And Kellogg's does have a few sticks in it. No, I do not sift my soil. And I have started using different soil for my green stalk just to see which soil grow better. So I start using the Fox mix, the Ocean Forest for the green stalks. They do have less sticks, way less sticks, but a few in there. But nothing like you would see in Kellogg. But Kellogg's have done me well. That's what I started out here with since I started growing last year, March. And it did me well. I thought I heard Kaylani, honey, because she would be in and out every 2 seconds. I don't want this to be a long video, so I'm going to pause it right here, get my plants in, and then come back and let you see it. And I do have them in the shadiest part of the garden, but it still is hot. It still gets sun over here. The humidity is still hot. I've been out here and it has not been any real sun shining since I've been out here, not any direct sun, but I'm still sweating on my back and sweating on my face. And I'm not a face sweater, like I sweat from my head. I usually just sweat from my back, but I'm sweating from my face. So I'm gonna put you on pause, and then I'm gonna come back. And if you're new here, y'all excuse my hair. I just took my locks and I just tucked them in because I was getting hot. So if you're new here, you'll realize when you watch my videos, I don't edit much. It's just all real life over here. You know, if like I dropped the phone earlier, now I'm gonna cut that out. So you probably won't see that, but you'll probably be able to tell when it happened. So I'll see you guys back in a minute. I came back so you could just see what the roots look like down there. They have good roots, but it was starting to get root bound in that little pot. And they had it double potted. First they had this pot with all the holes. Then they had this pot with no holes. And I can understand why they did that, because it was inside the grocery store. So when they watered, because this soil is moist, so they had watered them and took care of them. So I'm going to get this planted, then I'll get back with you. I just wanted you all to see the root of it. Okay, I'm back. I got the pineapples in their homes. This is their forever home. And I'm getting ready to just water them in. Like I was saying the other day, I always just test my water before I actually put it on my plants, because this water is warm. So I have to let it run a little bit. Yeah, it's nice and warm. I always wait till I kind of feel it cooling down. Then I put it to the plants. And then the pineapple is new to the garden over here in Pineapple Park. Ooh, now there we go. And I'm going to just water them in. The soil was dry, but it still was pretty moist from all the rain we had. I had to have my husband help me lift those bags. Well, he lifted those bags. I didn't help him. He came and just lifted it and poured the dirt in for me. Now, y'all, if y'all have any suggestions now, leave them down in the comments. Anything that I could do different or what I should do better, especially for you all who grew, pineapple before, or you're growing pineapple and you have had success in the past with growing pineapple. Tell me if I need to do something different, if it needs a different kind of fertilizer than what I put in. I'm not trying to water it too much, but I want it to soak through. And I think that's going to be good, because the soil in the pot that they came out of, that soil was moist. And I think that's good. My hoes I took a shortcut today. I just cut in through the back instead of coming all the way around the garden with the hose, which are real reach all the way around here. But I didn't feel like doing all that tonight. I was lazy. I was adjusting the camera. But guys, I thank you all for sticking with me this long while I got my pineapples in. Like I said, they was at Publix, the grocery store, over there where you buy your cut in my Publix. They was over there where you buy the cut flowers and stuff like that. I understand, I stay in a small town, a tourist area, and things are a lot different in a bigger place. So maybe in your Publix, it might be bigger than what we have here. So maybe they keep it in a different place. But these was over there by in the area where you could get fresh cut flowers and other plants and stuff like that. They just have a small section of fresh plants. And last year they had roses and stuff like that. This year they had pineapple, and they also had a coconut tree. They had several coconut trees where the coconut was in the pot, and the palms was growing out of it. So I don't know if that grows coconuts or not. And I really wanted it. In fact, I had it in my basket. And then they have a little thing on the tag where you could scan it with your phone and read up on the plants. It had like 8 or 9 different plants, and you click which one that you was interested in, and it told you all about it. Well, for the coconut plant, it said it grew 100 feet. Well, that's too big for me. If you know anything about the shadiest side of the garden, we have so many tall trees over here already. So I don't really need another tree. But that might be a nice gift for somebody, though, to give them a tree that will produce them shade in their yard, especially if they don't have any trees. So that's it, guys. That's what we did over here in Glory's Garden today. Another little project, which was putting these pineapple trees, plants in their permanent home, which is in these 17-gallon buckets. And I know that sounds big for a plant that's probably so small, but keep in mind that half of it is filled with yard debris, leaves, dried out sticks, dried grass, and stuff like that. And I amend the soil with some bone meal, some worm casting, and some plant tone. So if any of that doesn't sound right, somebody who's familiar with growing pineapple, please let me know. Like I said, I'm a new gardener, and this is definitely my first time trying to grow some pineapple. But we're going to see what we could do with it. We're going to keep trying till we get it right. And I really want to go back to the store and get 2 more. But I was like, hold your horses, Kathy, because if y'all know anything about me, you hear me saying all the time, I always overbuy. So I feel like I need to go back and get 2 more just in case one of these die. That's what I feel. But I ain't going to do it. I don't think. So that's what we're doing over here in Glory's Garden. I thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. And that's it. It is a Friday night. I hope you have some good plans. I plan to go in the house, get a shower, and cross my legs at the ankle, baby, and just sit down, watch a few garden shows. That's what I plan on doing with my time. This is my first day of vacation. 11 more days before your girl turned 56. Yes, baby. She's going to be 56 years old, and I praise God for that. Yeah, because it could have been another way, but I'm still here. And I thank God for that. So if you're new to this channel and this is your first time, I hope you subscribe, and thank you. And if you're a subscriber and you're back again, giving me support and giving me advice, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I do a video, every time I post a video. You guys have a good Friday night. I'll see you on the next one.